What is important to the government is what are you going to do that will create growth, that's going to make the people of that community more prosperous. And that actually goes quite well with one of our values, that we support the communities where we do business. When we open resorts in Moganshan, 90+% of our labor force is coming from the local area. And it's a challenge, but it's also an opportunity. On one side, when you hire local people, you have to do a lot more training, especially in the rural areas, more so in the past, because the concept of what is a five-star, what is a luxury experience was not necessarily automatically known to them. But once you train people, that's their home. They live in that area, so the retention ends up being higher. That is very important to the government. When we opened our first property in Moganshan, majority of the villages around us were quite empty because a lot of the young people had left. And in the last 10-15 years, a lot of these kids have come back and they want to get local jobs, which allows them to be with their family. You know, the families, the mother and father are happy because their sons and daughters are working with them. The sons and daughters are happy because they reduce their cost of living. Also important to the government is what we are going to do in terms of creating an ecosystem of other businesses. So if you have a successful business, then you need a lot of local suppliers, and that's again a choice we make. We choose local suppliers for our fruits and vegetables and meats over getting all the supplies from Shanghai and other big cities. Also, what is important to the government, when you bring in people from cities as guests, they are coming to spend money in that area. Not only in our resort, but they may buy certain local specialties and souvenirs to take back home. So it creates additional spending, which creates additional tax revenue for the government. So governments certainly like that. And especially in the case of Moganshan or Daching, the surrounding city, it's become famous because of Naked, and it has brought so much attention that it has brought other investments. Now, when we first opened, we were the only resort. Now there are more than 400-500 resorts of different shapes and sizes, and all of that has brought in a lot of investment. In return, the government is very happy to support you and guide you in many different ways to make you successful, because when you succeed, it only feeds more success to them. So it's a great symbiotic relationship that we have with the government. Not everything goes smoothly. There's a lot of dialogue that goes back and forth, but in the end, both parties benefit.